What is up, gamers? Today I'll be testing 3 brand new pets that just came to the game. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so our first pet is going to be Willowsigh. This seems to be a Flurrious variant with like Squally, Tempest, and Flurrious. So Willowsigh has Brush, a single, Bark Breach, a multiple, and then Pummel, which is an AoE. This is an okay moveset. The single's fine, the multiple's fine, the AoE is only a 3 power. I would have gone for more of like a 5 power or something like that, especially with an AoE that's probably gonna only hit once, like Blaze or something like that. I don't really like the single hits with that little power. Probably not the best in my opinion. Alright, next up is going to be Aldergasp. We actually have 4 spells now. He basically kept most of the spells, replaced the physical AoE with an earth AoE, and now we have Sprangling Vine, which is a dice attack. So we basically only have 3 spells, let's be honest. Brushwind, again, another 3 power AoE. I would have wanted something like a 5 power, again. Bark Breach is okay, Thump is okay, and Strangling Vine, I don't know why you'd ever use a dice attack. So let's just head into a battle here and see what happens. It is the Storm boost, so we are going to have a pretty good time here because Storm is weak to Plant, which is the element of the pets we're going to be testing today. Alright, here we go. We are up against Adeline the Cool. This will be interesting. I don't know. I use a saber-toothed cat as a buddy. I don't really know the best buddy in the game or what you should use, so it's really up to you for what preference you want your buddy to be or what stat you want it to give. Alrighty, here we go. Aldergasp is going to have the multiple and the single first. Really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and go with the physical. I think that was good damage. That's really interesting that you went double water. I think that's really interesting. Gibrella and Aquamarina are some interesting picks. I think Gibrella is just mid, and Aquamarina is pretty good, but that's kind of it. Again here, a multiple and a single to start out. I think we just blitz the wizard. There's really not a lot we can do here. That was some pretty good damage, to be honest. Starting hand, I love that both of them have the multiples, so you can get that. So you can ensure that you won't miss with a single. At least you have that option, and you can really get some good damage in. Alright, Gibrella is going to miss here. It's pretty much as good as over if you miss in PvP. So, 162, triple crit from Starlight Blast. That was beautiful. Alright, Aquamarina is going to go for a good AoE. An AoE that hit all 3 members of the team? That's unheard of. We never actually get an AoE that does its job. But let's go ahead and just do some area damage. It does seem like the physical Thump has no recharge, which is also really good because you can just chain those physical attacks against a wizard or something. Not really sure about the multiple. I guess we'll see with Willowsigh, but the opposing team finally got the question right. Ooh, that was a very unlucky miss there. Would have gotten some really good damage. Let's go with Pummel. A lot of these spells don't have a recharge. That's really good. These are actually some pretty solid pets in my opinion. Wow, that's a big miss. That's a very unlucky miss. Wow. All right, let's go with Galaxy Merge. That did a great bit of damage there. We got them both down to red. This is as good as over. All right. I think, yeah. All of except for Bark Breach, all of Aldergasp, I think, all of Aldergasp's spells have no recharge, which is really interesting. Let's go with Brushwind, and because these AoEs don't have a recharge, yes, the power isn't that good. I would have wanted something a little bit higher for an AoE, but still, oh my goodness. Still, you can do some really good chip damage when you don't have any recharge on your AoEs. Like Pummel can do some really good damage if you just continuously cycle them. The only caveat being the 3 power. Like, if it was like a 5 power instead of like 89 damage, we could have done like up to the hundreds, but that's still okay. Really solid pets. Really solid pets. That's gonna do it for this battle. I'm very surprised, to be honest. These pets just outdid my expectations. Alrighty, so next up we're going to test out Oakbark. We have Leaf Burst, Claw, Shrub Assault, and Strangling Vine again. I really don't like that this dice attack stuck around here. Claw, I really like that as a good alternative to maybe get some good damage on the wizard. Leaf Burst, brought back again from Willowsigh. I really like that. Along with Shrub Assault, I really like that extra 4 power. Alrighty, we're up against Adriana. I probably should have grabbed an actual storm like relic or a storm spell instead of like just relying on non-storm spells, but it worked out last battle, so we should be good. And we're kind of wow, we actually go first, so it does seem like these pets have a lot of speed as well. They only have about 600 health, which isn't a ton, which is very interesting. That's a pretty decent bit of speed, to be honest. I don't know the details of like Squally and things like, oh my god. I don't know the details of like how much speed like the regular like Squally, Tempest, and Flurrious have, but oh my god, 10 health, really? Oh my gosh, but we did like decimate Magnum, which is really good. Alright, hopefully let's not do a ton of damage. Okay, crucial miss on my wizard. I'm just gonna go ahead and I won't prevent damage. I probably won't be able to. Yeah, especially with like the risk of missing, I wouldn't have been able to kill Dryad. I think I'll just use my last turn this round to just take out Magnum. Or is it Magolem? I think it's Magolem, but oh, Dryad has a 5 hit. That's really annoying. I think we're okay. All right. Let's go with Claw. Still a 3 power, but it's still gonna do a good bit. Yeah, that's a good bit of damage. 3 critical is really nice. Oakbark, I think, is my favorite out of all of them. We have a physical multiple. I really like that over the plant multiple, just because we have an AoE to do area damage in a single anyway. So I would have probably used an AoE to take out storm pets that are weak to earth anyway. Like I could have used Shrub Assault, done a good bit of damage, or used a single. I would have probably used the AoE, to be honest, just to be on the safer side. But I do like my chances with a physical multiple, just cause you face the wizard all the time. This is a really good. Oh wait, I actually have to attack. This is a really good damage dealer. I really just gambled there to hope that I would do over 300 damage. That was really nice. This is as good as over. I don't think I've done a pet testing in a while where we've won both of them, but oh my god. I really gotta stop jinxing myself. Alright, his wizard is going to miss. The lucky staff does give green gust, so I am surprised that it landed on my wizard, which is very interesting. But let's go ahead and go for Shrub Assault. This is as good as over. That was a lot more successful than I thought it was gonna be. This entire like evolution line blew my expectations away. That was surprisingly really simple. I don't know, I really like this evolution line, so let me know in the comments what you guys think, because this was a really solid combo. I would definitely recommend Oakbark, just because of its spells, really solid. The physical multiple, by far did the most damage on the wizard, just got that really good damage. And Willowsigh and Aldergasp, those 2 pets were also really solid, so yeah, definitely recommend. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go down below and hit the subscribe button and comment down below if I should do these pet rankings more. If you want to see a pet that I should do for a future video and test its spells, leave it in the comments down below. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.